You want to treat malaria, and drug A treats you malaria well, but you will itch, you will scratch, it will itch you will scratch. But drug B treat malaria fast, like drug A, but you won't even feel anything, or just mild this thing. Which one is drug of choice? Should be the first line. It's B, not A. Do you understand the point? Now, the second line drugs. There are two things that are involved here. Listen carefully. Second line drugs may have somewhat decreased efficacy as compared to the first line drug. They may have decreased efficacy as compared to the first line drugs, or with less acceptable adverse effect profile. See what it means. Second line may have, listen, so if you understand it, you can put it in your own language, but if you understand it better, it will help you. Second line, if first line is the most efficacy and the least adverse effect, the second line may have the same efficacy with the first line. It may have the same efficacy with the first line, but when it now comes to the adverse effect may be more intense. It has more adverse effect than the first line. So once it has more adverse effect, you cannot use it as first line. Do you understand it? Do you? Or it may have reduced efficacy. It may also have a reduced efficacy, and the same adverse effect with the other one. Are you there? It may have reduced efficacy and have the same adverse effect with the other one. So far that the efficacy has been reduced, you cannot use it as first line. Do you understand it? Or it may also have reduced efficacy at the same time very high adverse effect. Are you there? So before you can be qualified to be the first choice, you should have the highest, and you should have high efficacy and very lower least adverse effect. Does it make sense? All right. Now let's go to we have third line. You can depend on the number of drug that is available to treat a particular ailment. You can have up to fourth line, third line. So what it means is this: a drug may have a very high efficacy, but adverse effect will be too much. You can't use it as first line. Are you there? You cannot use that as first line. Now, third line, fourth line, they may be efficacious, wonderful, but their adverse effect may be very high. That means if you want to treat an ailment, you start from the first choice. Sometimes you may treat with first choice, it didn't give you what you want. There are some very potent, very efficacious anti-malaria drug, but because of their side effects, you cannot use them as first line. But if you try the first line, the one with high efficacy with minor side effect, it didn't work. But you have the one that have a very high efficacy but greater adverse effect. Instead of allowing the patient to die, are you there? You move to second line. Are you there? Because of the efficacy of that one. Because the one with good efficacy but with a high adverse effect is not giving you what you want. You can move to the second line or even to the third line for you to get what you want, even if it will have adverse effect. But let the patient be treated first if you have no other choice. If you have no other what choice, you can say because
Admission. 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 Dear ladies and gentlemen, I bring good news. Admission into the diocese on the Niger School of Pharmacy Technician EENU Mission Hospital is on. The School of Pharmacy Technician (PhD) is an accredited tertiary institution that offers students a diploma degree to work in hospitals and pharmaceutical companies in order to promote safe and effective use of medicines at grassroots level. Graduates of Pharmacy Technician School EENU who wish to study pharmacy in the university can obtain direct entry into any university of their choice. The school has a well-equipped laboratory, comfortable hostel, and a healthy refectory. The requirements for admission are credit in English, mathematics, biology, chemistry and physics. In GCE, WAEC, NECO, NABTEB are not more than 2 sittings. The School of Pharmacy Technician (PhD) is located at EENU Mission Hospital, Agidi, Anambra State. For more information, call 0803 708 1512, 0813 868 2003, 0803 267 5322. Diocese on the Niger School of Pharmacy Technician. A tradition of excellence.